Hi there, and welcome to my next video on my YouTube channel, Unapologetic with Lorelei. I'm here in a kind of peaceful area at a peaceful moment of the day. It's just after sunrise, and coming back to peace, it's about also inner peace, and mainly inner peace that comes from that you can stop try to make to fix your family and to fix certain things within the relationship with your family. And I don't know if you can resonate to that, if you have situations like that that you have been through or going through, or having at this moment with family. And especially I think this time is around, we're heading for Christmas and Thanksgiving and stuff, so those kind of sensitive family topics tend to come up. And I realized that a long time ago already that you don't really have to fix the family relationships because they're not yours to fix. And and things cannot always sort themselves out, but sometimes they don't need to be sorted out because they are just the way they are. And sometimes that's a pity, and sometimes things go along still, and it's different. And as I said, especially heading for this time in the year, but it can also be towards summer holidays. I mean, all these typical family things that pop up even more strongly than they normally do. And probably just like you may you could write books about the whole family situations and relationships and situations and things that happened, and on parties, on certain occasions that are happening. And well, I thought for a long time when I grew up, you just need to be patient and it will come, it will be all right. You know, be patient and things will come, sort itself out, and we all will come together more than ever. And but then I realized it's not always the case. Yes, patience is never wrong, but if they start to make you feel small or are not good anymore, something starts to feel off rather, then you have to ask yourself: did you give it all enough patience, and did you have to just accept it for what it is, or just turn away from it and go and do something else? But for sure, something that should make you small. And well, we could talk more about it, and I will talk more about this topic. But before that, I will flip the screen and I will show you the beautiful neighborhood, the beautiful area. I'm sorry, English is not my mother tongue, so I'll probably be using the wrong kind of words at the wrong time. But I hope you forgive me, and still can get where I'm coming from. So I will be flipping the screen, and we'll talk more on the other side. And I hope you enjoy the scenery. Right. So here I am on the other side of the screen, and I will show you a little bit from where I am at this particular moment. You can see maybe the sun is, no, I don't think you can see it. However, it is it's a beautiful sunrise, and it's very peaceful here. It's very quiet. I just heard a very big bird doing his thing early in the morning, but I think he just flew away. But anyhow, well, we all need to fly away sometimes, I believe. However, that's a little bit poetic on my side here. No problem. I hope you don't mind. And well, as I said about, stop trying to fix your family. Um, Personally, I grew up in a family where I never really felt seen, not really truly for who I was and who I am still at this moment even. And there was always, and again, still sometimes, this quiet expectation to fit in, to go along, not to question too much, and just make it easy for everybody else, and don't go too deep into things. And perhaps you know this, perhaps you have this in your family as well. And well, maybe that's where my kind of independence was born, I believe, because I silently, deep down inside, knew that. I'm just not like that. They are not allowed to let me be who I am. They don't value me for who I am, and I cannot grow healthy for who I am and what I have more to come from me and more to develop to. And that kind of stops you, and it really disappoints you as well because you expect some sort of support or encouragement from family, but that's an expectation on my behalf that probably is also not always realistic. Well, not in my family, that's for sure. So now I'm building my own life differently than that. And I just started my own family. I am divorced, so my family is me and my three children, young adults in the meantime. And And I like to create a space at home and within our relationships as well, that that there's curiosity and support and interest in each other, and rather than criticizing. Of course, I'm not saying we're saints, and there can be some quarreling or something like that, but also now that when they get older and they're all going through different phases and different meeting different people, different scenarios, work, study, etc. And it's so important, I believe, that you can keep keep supporting each other and keep listening to each other. And my God, I wish I had that when I was growing up, but it's so great to see that it's happening around me now with my own family. So in that respect, my marriage didn't work out, but the relationships with my children and between them, it certainly does. And I mean, what more can I hope for and wish for? That's just fantastic, because that's what I that's what you put in your children for on this world anyhow. Because you well, that's my belief anyhow. You want to have to be happy and yeah, people that respect and respect themselves as well, because that's another very important issue. And so by I didn't give them the burden of they had to fix family and fix the relationships with their brother and sister, because that's just a yeah. I can't say it's a waste of time, but it's a pity that you have to spend time and thoughts and feelings on that. So I think I've spared them from that, and yeah, I think they're happy with that as well, because they can just go more ahead in their normal way, in the way that they want and who they are, and be valued for that. What more can you wish for? However, still on my behalf, on my personal behalf, for years I did trying to make peace with the past and with family relationships and how that all came about and how it all did not came about. And because I thought maybe if I could explain things better or be more understanding towards what happened in the past, it would finally, well, healing is a big word. I'm not sure I need to heal from it. I think it's also a matter of accepting for what it is. But I find out it doesn't really work like that, because you can't give insights to somebody, not even after years and years, who's not ready to see. You know, if they kept on pursuing life like that, then there's no getting through. It's like you're hitting yourself, you're driving into a wall every time. And realizing that, I think it gave me some peace. And I don't know if you can relate to any of what I'm saying, but I know a lot of people are having to deal with family issues. And I also know, of course, in different cultures, it's different things. And but still, there needs to be a common understanding of mutual respect and support. I believe no matter which culture or which cultural habits they are. And that realization, as I said, it gave me more peace and than any conversation actually could, because obviously the conversations that never did really give me peace. I just need to recover from it for a week, because I just could not understand, yeah, the kind of, I'm sorry to say, the kind of ignorance you're bumping into every time, and it's such a pity. But I must say also, I'm 63 years of age now, and most of my family has gone. That's another thing. And I still have my sister, and well, as we say, we have different values, different view on things, but we're not trying to sort them out anymore, because I don't feel anymore to straighten things out. There's no bitterness on my behalf, and I don't think there is on hers. We just have a quiet kind of acceptance, and we make sure that if we are together, we just don't talk about certain topics, and leave it at that. Because I'm 63 years of age, she's slightly older. Why would we still, keep harping on things and not enjoy the moments that you still have left? Because if you think about it, you may calculate and think, oh my gosh, we only have so many Christmases together or so many summers together to spend. So yeah, if there is still something you can value from each other, then I think you should focus on that. And so I believe that when you stop trying to fix your family, no matter how big or small, you don't actually lose them. You just simply stop losing yourself in the process. And then I believe, as peace doesn't need proof, but the proof is in the fact that I can still go on a walk like this with my sister, and we enjoy it, and we enjoy each other's company, even though we know we don't think about the same things um, all the time. many times even, but that's okay. That's okay. Um, you just have to give yourself permission to well, to feel it that way and to deal with it that way, and that makes it all a lot bit easier to get along and spend time with each other, and without trying to fix anything. It's a much more calmer relationship. It became calmer and still very valuable. Well, I hope you those words that I've just been saying now, what I've been saying in this walk here. Um, I hope it gives you some support somewhere. Perhaps you have something to think about. Perhaps not. Perhaps you just like the scenery and muted my voice. That's also possible. Anyhow, whatever you're going to do, I wish you a very nice day, a pleasant day. If you want, you can always subscribe to my channel, of course, and or give a thumbs up. But if you're not into any of that and you just think like, well, I'll probably see one of her videos soon again, you're right. I'll be posting daily, and I hope you liked what you saw, and I hope you, yeah, something triggered something somewhere for you that you can deal with or you can use in your other relationships that you might need to not fix, but you might need to feel more peaceful about it. So once again, I wish you a very happy day, very nice day. Take care of yourself. Take very good care of yourself and your loved ones still. Okay, see you next time in my next video. Bye.